Hey, what's up? I'm Estes Tarver. This is Ali Evarts. We are both with Moonlight Stage Company, Moonlight Arts and Entertainment. Um, we want to take a minute and talk a little bit of acting mechanics and to talk about also specifically why you take things like voice acting. Ali teaches voice for us and is amazing and has had already great results. We just started this fall. I didn't put classes like voice and movement into our curriculum right away because we were building a school and everybody wants to take acting. And, why do I take a voice class if I'm not a singer? Why do I?
This is not singing.
Yes, that's the big point is this is not a singing class. And that's a lot of what we're talking about today. So we thought we would take a minute and just talk about the specifics of some of this to just go into it. So I wanted to prompt Allie with a question at first or to have her articulate it. But basically, when I started out acting, I was in my 20s and I was like, oh, I want to take film classes. I want to be a camera actor. I want to tell stories through that medium. And as I acted more, I realized I wanted to do everything. But what I really learned was, and at first I was like, oh, I don't need to do all this other stuff. That's for stage actors. That's for singers. And I really learned like, no, that's for your instrument. And then you can do so much more when you have all this other training and be a character actor or have versatility in ways.
You have choice immediately. You get to decide, like, rather than just basing what work you do off of your habits and how you've developed as a human in your own life, you're opened up to all of these different breath habits and vocal choices that you get to make.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing I did not understand was when you're an actor, you're trying to play lots of different people, not just yourself. And so what I think I'm hearing is like that's going to enable you to do more different things and live outside of just your own specific area that you have grown up in. You know, I would say like my biggest example of this I see as a teacher is as a guy, like your voice drops and you stay in that, a lot of guys stay in their chest voice 99% of the time in our own lives. And so when we start to learn to get up here, we learn that it's instantly funny and what a great
I
piece
just
of,
laughed. Yeah.
right? Yeah, right. I gotta laugh. But what a great piece of physical comedy that is for any actor to have access to, right? And so in a
And even like, yeah, even if you are just playing yourself, getting an opportunity to explore. So, yes, you can be yourself in your normal life, but who is that? Like, that is a person who's different when you're hanging out with your friends and you're relaxed and you're having fun and having dinner together. Like, that is, you might think of that as your most authentic self. But then when you get into an audition situation or you have a camera in front of you, um, those elements that make you who you are that we think of as intangibles um, oftentimes reside in your breath and your voice and the way you're vibrating in the world. So if you're accessing and having these tools to work on your breath and work on your voice, you're also not only like being able to embody different people, folks who are entirely different than yourself, but you're also able to bring more of who you are authentically into these stressful situations.
Yeah, like I think you get into these situations where you get nervous or where you are in the public all of a sudden and you don't behave like you do privately. And so your body gets a little tight or things where awarenesses that we have in life appear. And then all of a sudden we go, yeah, I do all this stuff at home that I don't always do the same way when I'm in a group. And this is what this training does for you is it sort of consciously activates all those tools for you so that you're able to express freely like you do in other areas when you're in a pressure situation or on a set or in an audition or taping an audition with someone you don't know because you need a reader or whatever's going on. And then you go, wow, after I had that training, I do all these fun things kind of automatically instead of feeling like I have to think about it or create some great moment that I have to manufacture. It becomes your natural expressiveness in all these ways.
And I think of this, so the work that I do is really based in athletic principles. Our founder, Scott Miller, um, was a professional basketball player and a professional baseball player. And like we think of breathing and working on your breath as like the dribbling the ball of acting. So, yes, at first it's going to take a lot of conscious effort and being aware of like, oh my gosh, I'm holding my breath right now. Okay, can I not hold my breath? Why am I holding my breath? Might be some conversations you have with yourself or with me. And slowly over time, just like practicing dribbling a ball for basketball, you're integrating this and it becomes more and more natural. And we can add higher pressure situations so that we can test, okay, like, yeah, you can dribble the ball in the safe space of this classroom, but can you do it when your ex is watching and you really want to do it well? Or can you do it when you're in an audition for colleges?
Or when there's
And
150 people in the
yeah,
room.
like all of these.
Yeah, and I should say, Ali teaches Miller voice method that she's worked with through the founder, Scott
Yeah.
Miller, and that's what we're doing at Moonlight, which is a newer technique that still sort of incorporates all of the stuff that has been working in other techniques for years and years and years, and it's kind of a more
It's very integrated with acting. So Scott has worked for the last 20 years at NYU Tisch grad acting, and I was introduced to this work like 10 years ago at UNC Chapel Hill. And I've been working as the general manager of the company, so I have an understanding of the back end of it as well as the front end, and got certified recently through their teacher certification program.
yeah, and then she's been teaching at Moonlight since this
Yeah.
fall, and it's gone awesome. So we're trying to just make people aware of what it will do for you as an actor and how it kind of does the opposite of what I thought that it would. Voice training and movement training when I was young, I thought, oh, it's going to cookie cutter me and make me less Estes. And what I learned is basically at the end of the day, what it does is brings out so much Estes that I have it in ways I didn't know I had it. And that it brings out a versatile actor and an actor that can use all of the notes on their piano versus the main center. And I learned, God, all this training brings out me even more and different versions of me that I didn't know were there for different characters. And that's why, like, I urge actors to try this stuff, and Allie's teaching this winter,
Yes.
starting in January. So we just wanted to give a little information about this work and how beneficial it is to actors who are serious about getting professional work. And even if you just want to find more fun in it,
Mhm.
in terms of community theater or whatever you're into, this is a pathway to more and more of that expression and freedom and fun.
And it's tangible and it's practical. And we love looking at, like, okay, yes, we can talk philosophically about all these things, but let's test it out. If I give you this direction, how does it appear
Yeah.
on camera?
And acting is such an art that people, it's hard to find the practical. And these are the keys to how do I practically develop a craft that gives me control over my instrument to the level where even on a bad day, I'm still a good actor. And I think
And
that
it's repeatable. It's not relying on, okay, do I have the inspiration in this moment or am I feeling it?
yeah, you can do it 6 days a week or 6 nights a week for a show, or on Tuesday when you get that shoot and you don't feel good. How do I still bring my A game? This is how, this is craft, this is training, this is what you do in every, I was talking to her when I was thinking about getting training, and I got to talk to a mega famous actor, and I said, should I go do this? And he goes, well, if you were going to be a doctor, would you go to medical school? And I said, yeah. And it's the same thing. In ways, it really is. It's different craft, different practice, but it's the kind of training that frees you up and makes you able to control your worst day.
Absolutely.
So check out voice acting with Ali, and we got a bunch of other great classes in improv and acting and music and all that. Check it out on the website if you're interested. And thanks for hanging out with us for this conversation, which we were been trying to do for a while and finally got the minute to do it. And super glad to have Ali at Moonlight and helping us make better actors, which is what we do. So check it out. Check out the YouTube channel. Check it all out. And hopefully we'll see you under the moonlight soon.
Can't wait to meet you in class.